After an incredibly fast-paced first event where Gravedigger came out on top, the competitors now have to be much more slow and thought out when it comes to the dirt race. A much longer track, and there's a much bigger risk of getting caught and not finishing, condemning yourself to failing to advance to the next round. As you can see, there is the finish line dug out for these 16 competitors. This is a new challenge for them compared to the moguls, which was really fast-paced and over in 5 seconds. This race is very different. As you can see, several places where competitors can get stuck. You can see there's a massive stick wall there for potential overtaking, and all kinds of different tricks for these competitors to figure out. Lapis Lazuli, Wave Runner, Amphibian, and Fast Fish make up the first race. And off they go. It's Fast Fish up to the early lead with Amphibian and Wave Runner right behind, but everyone currently sticking to a line astern Wave Runner, and Lapis is really full well behind. Lapis makes a move for third. Fast Fish in the lead still, and Amphibian is in second place pretty clearly. They stall out, and Fast Fish almost had a disastrous finish there as they come to a dead stop on one of the weeds on the track. Wave Runner does the exact same thing, but is unable to get dislodged. Amphibian there will probably get thanked dearly by Fast Fish after that race, who came to a complete stop there. There it is, right there. Got caught up, and Amphibian knocks him loose and also keeps going. But those two clearly advance out of Heat 1, well ahead of Lapis Lazuli, who is a full second behind Fast Fish, and Wave Runner doing what many competitors are going to do today, and does not finish the race. Heat 2, we got Butterscotch, Blackcurrant, Shiverburn, and Spruce Log. Spruce Log looking to redeem himself after getting dead last in the only DNF in the last event, and as Blackcurrant was winning, then falls back to dead last. Spruce Log leads the way over Shiverburn, and Butterscotch comes to a stop. They're out of this race. Spruce Log trying to fend off Shiverburn. He makes a move for the lead, but is unable to get it. Blackcurrant well off the pace. Spruce Log and Shiverburn will coast to a victory here after a chaotic start. Look at Blackcurrant. Comes to stops on the big drop of the race and lets Spruce Log and Shiverburn pull well ahead. Butterscotch tries to size up Shiverburn here, only to get stuck in the leaves of the road, and Blackcurrant is unable to make up any moves. Here comes Spruce Log here, almost trying to get past Spruce Log there with Shiverburn, rather. And Spruce Log wins, redeeming themselves from that first event. In an event where you're more likely to get stuck, Spruce Log actually finishes the race as we move on to Heat 3. Constellation, Bone Rattler, and Gravedigger, two of the finalists from last event, and Ice Cold lined up in the starting gate. And off they go. It's Gravedigger, again, up to a lead, but how long can he hold it? Bone Rattler makes a fantastic move, as does Ice Cold, who does it again as Gravedigger gets him back. Ice Cold and Bone Rattler, this is a great race. Can Gravedigger get any of them back? He's going to try and size up Ice Cold, and he gets denied by the weeds. Bone Rattler and Ice Cold easily win that race, and Constellation was never in it. But look at this opening. Look at Bone Rattler here. Vaults over the walls to take the lead, and Ice Cold goes around, but Gravedigger gets him right back, and then Ice Cold just sizes up Gravedigger, who nudges off the walls too much, and these three, great battle it was, but Bone Rattler, after that fantastic move, is able to hold on for the win. Ice Cold though, right here, a bit of a scare from Gravedigger, but he's unable to make the move stick. 13.59, the best time we've seen so far today, and a fantastic race that was. Moving on to heat number 4 with Overgrowth, Breakfast Dorito, Golden Syrup, and Gordon. Breakfast Dorito, the only medalist we haven't seen so far. They're still a medalist of the last event, and off they go. Gordon off to a fantastic push from the gate, but Golden Syrup takes the lead. Overgrowth vaults over the walls. It's chaos up at the front. Breakfast Dorito goes from third to first and leads the way. What can Gordon, Golden Syrup, or Overgrowth do? Overgrowth looks a bit too far behind. Gordon in second place, fending off Golden Syrup. They've all successfully. Breakfast Dorito though, that middle portion of the track after the massive drop is such a madhouse when it comes to overtakes. Golden Syrup looks strong here. Overgrowth vaults over the wall and then just crashes and is out of the way. Breakfast Dorito sandwiches between Gordon and Golden Syrup right there. That was fantastic. And from there they pretty much just held the lead all the way to the bottom as contact and lack of overtaking potential from Golden Syrup is unable to get around him, and Gordon and Breakfast Dorito will advance cleanly there. But what a chaos. The first half of the race is absolutely frenetic when it comes to overtakes. It sets the tone so well as Gravedigger gets 9th place and finishing, well, not finishing in this instance, but the furthest from the finish line, Butterscotch gets dead last. That is not what you want to see. As we move on to the semi-finals, again, Dice here now, Fast Fish, Gordon, Bone Rattler, and Shiverburn. They start to figure out how to finish this course, and they can do it more consistently. Shiverburn up to a lead, but Fast Fish and Bone Rattler both get by. Bone Rattler's out of the race. Bone Rattler crashes tragically very early on. Fast Fish vaults the wall, and Shiverburn in second place. Here comes Gordon. Great speed through that section. Now right behind Shiverburn. Shiverburn size up Fast Fish and takes the lead. Gordon, what can they say? Here they come. They've stolen it from Fast Fish. And Fast Fish in that last little bit of the race falls from first to third and will not advance. Bone Rattler though, tragic opener, just falls off to the side of the road where there is no guardrails, and Fast Fish right there almost got stuck, but is able to fend Shiverburn off, but then can't do it. I think right here. Here comes Shiverburn, sizing him up off that stick, charging on Fast Fish, and then just dives to the inside to secure advancement. And then Gordon, Fast Fish, I guess left shocked by Shiverburn's run, that Gordon is able to skip past Fast Fish's mistake of hitting the weeds, and Shiverburn and Gordon with a great finish to that race will both advance, probably deservedly, I'd say. Amphibian, Breakfast Burrito, Ice Cold, and Spruce Log in semi-final B. Long holding off they go. Amphibian and Spruce Log. A hot pull through at the start. Here comes Ice Cold to the outside and is blocked beautifully by Spruce Log. And these two now, Amphibian has just been unmatched this race. Spruce Log in second place, but look at this time by Amphibian. That is the best one we've seen so far today. And Spruce Log, despite Ice Cold giving a valiant charge, is unable to get there after a spectacular block by Spruce Log. I think it's right about here. Amphibian drives that wall well, and Spruce Log, just look at that. Fantastic. Breakfast Burrito struggled out of the gate and was just unable to bring it back. But Amphibian, what is that time going to be? Because that was absolutely fantastic by the green competitor. It's a 13.40. Probably the best time we've seen so far today. And they beat Spruce Log, and they beat Ice Cold by a full 2.43 seconds. And despite that, Ice Cold still gets 5th place, well ahead of 6th place, Breakfast Burrito. Brian Rattler, the only DNF in the semi-finals, they're going to be kicking themselves over that one in 8th place as we move on to the finals. Spruce Log, Gordon, Amphibian, and Shiverburn for the gold in the dirt race. And off we go. I think it's Spruce Log up to a lead and is flying ahead, but then hits a weed in the track. Amphibian and Gordon get past, and now it's all on Spruce Log to try and catch up. But look at the lead. Amphibian, again, in the final this time, is looking pretty well ahead, and Gordon is unable to get up there. Amphibian wins the day. Gordon gets second, and Spruce Log only just actually fends off Shiverburn for the bronze. What happened to Spruce Log? They've got the lead here, and then it's just hits of weed. Amphibian and Gordon do not make contact. He's unable to block them after that mistake, and then Amphibian must have mastered this track in the semi-finals because they were just left uncontested throughout the rest of the race. Gordon tried his damnedest, but he ended up getting 2nd place with Spruce Log in 3rd. What an event though by Amphibian. They were pretty much the competitor that entire time. That gold, very well deserved, I would say. And they will get a full 20 points to add to their, I think, 7th place from the first event, and Gordon and Spruce Log will round out a very well contested podium. So looking at the standings, Amphibian vaults up 6 spots into 1st place, but look at how close it is still at the top. 21, 29, 27, 27, and 25 between those top 4. After 2 events, this is shaping up to be a very close season as we move on to a classic around here, the finals for Event 3.